We are in one of the most beautiful places on planet Earth, the Eastern Sierra. And today I'm taking you on a walk with me. I'm Nature Glow, if you don't know. Did you see that? A butterfly just came under the so great. I'm Nature Glow, founder of Nature Glow's eScience. I help homeschoolers and maverick classroom teachers with out of the usual curriculum box math and science, online courses, and downloadables. Welcome to heaven on earth, paradise. So I like to migrate to the Eastern Sierra for the summer every year. I've been doing it since I got on the road in 2013. And I'm wanting to invite you to join me on this nature hike. So I have angina. A lot of us people in the Western civilization struggle with healthy diets, so it has caught up with me at 52, and you're gonna hear me huffing and puffing up this hill. Check this out. I've always wanted to hike up this hill, and I am challenging my physical health. And I wanted to show you the unique wonder and beauty of this place and its secret maths. So I just discovered this morning that nature favors fractals. So if you're not familiar with fractals, they literally make up our human body. Look at my hand, it's made up of cracks and crevices that repeat on different levels. A tubular system to move nutrients. And you can see fractal geometry everywhere. And these shrubs, the very mountain itself is a perfect example of fractal self-similarity. And this is the living maths that I have been falling in love with since 2003. Many decades now. And it's taken me years to de-school from classroom math trauma, which I experienced in middle school and high school, when I admit humbly that I could never quite grasp the higher maths of algebra, somewhat geometry, since geometry is, patterns in nature basically, but still the formulas I never could wrap my head around. So I've spent the last decades looking at maths found in the real world and falling in love with its art and beauty and wonder. And I like to share that with you, share that journey with you homeschool parents and classroom teachers. So I was a classroom teacher for 14 years, and I taught in small private schools, all grades, all subjects, including theater. And I realized over the years that I just felt more and more constricted, more and more straitjacketed to the curriculum. And the poor faces of my students, the glazed eyes, the workbooks, the curriculum, the grading, the testing. Even in a small private school, my last year in a private school, I had to report everything that I was teaching according to the Common Core, and I had to squeeze my curriculum into that. I had just had enough. Enough was enough. And teachers, I'm sorry. I know what you're going through. And those who work in public schools, I never experienced that. I refuse to work in public schools. I'm too much of a maverick. It would kill me. It would kill me. Straight up. even substitute teaching, because I'd have to drag the kids through whatever curriculum was left behind. And yeah, there are some schools out there that allow teachers to be creative and to follow their learners' interests, but when you have kids crammed into one room, all the same age, it's just a recipe for a multiplicity of challenges. And that's why you homeschool parents, I understand why you bring your kids home. And unfortunately, the biggest struggle is mathematics, because most of you watching this video, you went through 12 plus years of mathematics education. Some of you were geniuses at it and it was easy breezy. Most of you it wasn't. I did fine with basic maths, but when I hit the higher maths, nope. My brain wasn't having it. It broke my brain. Algebra broke my brain. But now, the healing is math found everywhere around us. In the fractal branching of this beautiful tree, evergreen tree, the fractal geometry found in these beautiful shrubs. These are sagebrush, which I can be allergic to, so I have to constantly clean my nasal passageways. Here we are, we're making the ascent up this beautiful hill. Magnificent geometries and patterns in nature found everywhere here in the Sierra, like treasure. And then this inspires art. There are many artists that I have seen their work here in the Eastern Sierra, the small towns of Bishop, California, and Mammoth Lakes. There's art galleries where artists sell their art. So it inspires them to create paintings and sculptures, and they're really exquisite works. And each artist has their own style. And they're inevitably drawing patterns in nature. Because just look, they're everywhere. Fractal geometry. Circular patterns found in rocks. Oh, beautiful. Just gorgeous. And if we zoom in to that beautiful mountain, you can see the ridges, cracks, and creases are fractals. So the Eastern Sierra Nevada are fractals. Fractal mountains. The Eastern Sierra Nevada, aka Fractal Land. I just feel absolutely alive sharing all of this with you today. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for watching me. By the way, if you check out the link on my About page, I have my free 5-minute math learning training video. Check that out. That's for homeschool parents and teachers and ESA, EFA parents in Arizona, Alabama, Arkansas, New Hampshire, and South Carolina. Those are the states I'm a vendor in. So your funds would cover any of my programs if you're interested. Woo! This is quite a hill to climb. My heart is working overtime. Let's check out the view of what we just climbed. I can see the Evergreen Queen there in the distance, her white roof, and just an even more exquisite view of the Eastern Sierra. Up we go. Woo. I've never done this hike before, so really excited to share it with you. I'm curious if there's any camping up here. I have a high mileage camper van, so I've been babying her in latter years. Whew. I need to rest. And I'm getting thirsty. I must stay hydrated. So I'm sweating a lot. It's also low humidity in the 20% and low dew point in the 30s. So the sweat evaporates pretty quickly. This is going to be interesting doing this one-handed. I'm sorry. You get another cool view of the Sierra. All of this for the love and chase after living mathematics. And science and math go hand in hand. That's the other thing they get wrong in traditional education. Math is the language of science. Math is the language of the universe. So my marine biology online courses and downloadable curriculum for teachers and for homeschool parents, we actually integrate math in with marine studies, like the fractal geometry of coral reefs, for example. Oh my gosh, this last hill. Woo! I'm gonna go slow. Whew. It's quite a journey. Slow and easy wins the race. I'm motivated to get up here to see what the view is going to look like with you. So let's hang in there with this live stream. We're actually walking up towards some cell towers, so the connection should just get stronger and stronger. Yeah. Bear with me. It's a little hard to talk right now. I need all the oxygen to get up this hill. Also, I'm experiencing cramps, so I need to stop. Take it easy. Enjoy this view. See what we see along the way. It's a plant I don't see often. Wow, these are beautiful. Notice the geometries and the numbers. Numbers of petals, shapes, height. It's about 3 inches tall. Reminds me of that song. I made a deal with God, climbing up that hill. I made a deal with God. I love that song. Woo! The physical embodiment of that song. Ah, beautiful rock. Been there for eons. It's ovoid shape. fractal grains. Grainyology. Grainy brainyology. Look at that. Woo! The view gets better and better. Almost up the top. Oh my. I'm really shocked at my stamina, actually. I wasn't sure I'd be able to do this. How many mountains have you climbed in your life? How many mountains are you climbing now? We're all climbing mountains throughout the entirety of our lives. Because it appears that the very nature of life is struggle. Meditation and sleep are the things, and dancing, things that get us out of our head, a respite from struggle. We're not always thinking about math and science, and yet they're the very things that propel us through life. Those beautiful fractals. Even the flowers are fractals. It's just crazy cool. Wow. The view just keeps getting more and more incredible and exquisite. We're almost at the top. Whew. I'm also acclimating to altitude. I'm about 6,500 feet. It's in the 70s today. I think it's supposed to get up to 77. So, very dreamy weather. Indeed. And climbing up that hill, I made a deal with God. Do, 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 do. Singing's not my strength, but that's okay. We try anyway. Oh. Whew. Of course, this umbrella is a definite geometric shape, which is protecting me from the sun, which I need right now. Breathing is so important. Diaphragmatic breathing. I think this is an octagon that I'm under. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep. This umbrella is an octagon, shading me from the spherical ball of fire known as Bob, bright orange ball in the sky. Oh my gosh. Look how close we are. What kind of a steep grade am I climbing? I would say this is probably 20% grade is what I estimate. That'd be tough for my van to climb, and it's soft sand. I would not attempt it. The wind's kicking up here, friends. Let's get to the top. Reminds me when I go to the beach and there's sand dunes and the path leading up before you see the ocean, except we're not near the ocean here. really did not plan to go live. I was inspired to go live, so I went live. I invite you to turn the volume down. I'll be ending the stream soon, but I wanted you to at least see the journey of arriving at the top of this mountain, this hill, big hill. No, we're in the mountains. Look at that. Look at that. We made it, but I'm sure you want to see the big view here. By the way, it's very healthy for us to breathe like this. Deep breaths. Our society thinks it's so uncool. Phooey! It's healthy. Deep breaths, making that heart work in our sedentary society, which I'm a victim of too. I shouldn't say victim, victim of choice. Chosen to sit behind the computer, to meet you. But here we meet in this beautiful fractal land, AKA the Eastern Sierra. Look at that. Wow. It'll be much easier coming down. And I had actually thought of coming up here in the van. Nope. My battery's running low, so we are near conclusion, my friends. Check out my link in my About page. Join me in my free 5-minute math training. Superb for homeschool parents with neurodivergent kids in grades 5 through 9. And also ESA, EFA homeschool parents. Your funds would easily cover the costs for the Math Art online program for grades 5 through 9. Classroom teachers, you would appreciate my downloadable curriculum on my Teachers Pay Teachers Nature Glow's eScience store. Look, this road leads to Highway 395. Thought it was going to take us up further into those mountains. Thank you for joining me on this journey. See you on the inside. Oh, and join my Substack, Nature Glow's eScience. See you over there too. Okay, how do I end the live? Woo! There we go.